Hey, Nathan here, helping you become a better jungler. I have a challenge review for you. This is Clid over on the Korean server, jungler for LCK team Genji, formerly SKT. This is a really good game I wanted to show you. It's actually pretty quick. It's like they actually surrender about 15 minutes. And the reason for this is just Clid's prowess on skirmishing on Nidalee. And I sort of want to show you like the mindset and how you want to play like fight skirmishes with Nidalee. Like she's really, really good, really effective champion if you can play her really well, and she's probably one of the hardest junglers to play, honestly. Interesting to note, and we'll actually jump into his runes here, is he's actually gone Conqueror, which is actually a build that I'm starting to see on Nidalee's taking this, and sort of the reason for this is because, like, if you think about Nidalee, especially like early game, like what your damage comes from actually is like you having red buff and just auto attacking people, just like spear, auto attack, then get the spear, and then you do your burst, right? So use those spears, those range attacks to get your Conqueror stacks up, and then you can go in for the kill. So I think it actually works really well on Nidalee, and I'm starting to see it more and more. I still think you can go, and potentially Dark Harvest slash Electrocute is the better way to go. But this can work as well, and this game will actually show just how well it actually works. Again, this is a really messy game, lots of skirmishes, and Clid actually gets set pretty far behind early game. So let's see how he recovers here. It's also will show you you know what he does when he gets set behind. So let's jump into the game here. So they're looking for an invade bot. Come here, it is warded, so they clear it. Notice as well, so Clid is also taking Zombie Ward, and he's taking Sweeper to start off with. Uses that, gets the little ward, gets some vision. Sweeper, like, is just really, really good to get on jungle, especially, like, early. Like, if you want to control river and get a lot of vision on the map, it's really good to go Zombie Ward plus Sweeper. Alright, so he's looking to start here, but there's lots of pings going on here, so he thinks that potentially the junglers are there, so he's potentially looking to do this camp and then just back off. And he actually just gets like blast going over the wall and just gank him here. So he burns flash and he dies. So this is really bad start. He's not going to get a leash at all here, and he's going to lose his red buff topside. So now he suddenly doesn't have that opportunity to use Conqueror red buffs unless he goes and steals the enemy red, which is going to be really hard because at level 1 Nidalee without a leash actually does camps really slowly. So let's see what he does here to recover. So notice he goes to wolves instead of blue. Reason being is that he really needs to get level 2, like, to start clearing effectively. And it's going to take him so long, and he's going to take so much damage from doing blue buff first. So come in here to do wolves first, so you can kill them much easier, get them, get level 2, then you can start, you're going to get your blue much quicker. So, again, like, he's doing this pretty slow right now because Nidalee just really doesn't do much without her 3 abilities. Onto blue now, utilizing traps to kite the camps. Alright, so we're pretty much just trying to clear. Again, there's not really any way he's going to be able to invade now. Like, Elise, actually, it looks like she's actually gone back bots. It's just going to be so risky for him to, potentially invade. So there's really no choice he has but to just literally just clear, clear his bots like he can. So, so now we're looking for a mid gank. So this is potentially a bait from Pantheon. Like, he's obviously based in a pretty ridiculous position. So Clid is currently really cautious. It's like, is Elise here? Like, what's going on? But Pantheon ends up going for him, and Clid picks up the kill with a really nice spear. Alright, so this is okay. He's sort of starting to recover now. He's throwing spears in the jungle because, again, he doesn't know where Elise is right now, and he's pretty scared where she is. So he doesn't want to go face check. Like, Elise could be standing here just throwing out, E's. Like, you just get one shot, right? So he's being really cautious here on Nidalee. I like this a lot. Can't really gank top. He doesn't really have red buff, and he's pushed in here, so decides just to do his Krugs. So this is also really scary. He doesn't know where Elise is again. Aurelia's just gone missing. He has no vision here. So he's gonna be very cautious, like, doing this camp as well. Alright, so decides to base. Alright, so Elise has actually showed up top now. So, alright, so what Clid here is actually doing now is he's looking to potentially come here for ganks. All right, so I think what he thinks here is that at least, like, Aurelia's building up a big wave right now. At least he's going to look to dive here. So he wants to be here for the counter gank. Actually, you notice before he didn't do red buff. Because he presumes that Elise took this, remember? So that's why he didn't even bother checking red buff. So he's actually thinking right now there's no camps topside. The only thing he's doing right now is to counter gank this Elise. So he does pop up here. They actually just turn straight onto Nid. Get the CC on him. They do kill Clid. Alright, so they actually get away. So they both survive here. Alright, so this is pretty bad. You know, like, came for the counter gank, still 2 people died here. So he actually comes out of base right now. He's actually coming back here. So Clid comes back top right now. After that, after he dies, to come clean up these kills. Alright, so that's actually really good for Clid now. He gets the shutdown gold, the 450 gold, and is going to be able to crawl back on some experience. Alright, so he's probably confused why his red buff stops. So he's like, oh, sure, like, I'll take this red now. So this is pretty good that Elise didn't take it, but they're constantly contesting her. Mordekaiser is here to potentially fight here. Yeah, Pantheon's just so tanky right now, so... Like, Clid doesn't have any AP items, so this is going to be very, very difficult to kill, potentially. So he's going to need to land a Q here. Misses the Q. Alright, so let's see what happens here a bit. So this is a really, really big overchase. Like, they're walking right now into no vision. We don't know where Elise is. Mid's pushed in. After he misses that Q, he should just back off and go to his camp stop side. Like, I think it's really risky for him to come in here, and this looks like it's going to go really south for him as well. So do eventually kill the Pantheon, but, I mean, like, right now, like, Clid's 2 and 3. So, thinking this game actually ends in 9 minutes, like, I want you to really, like, think about that, and we're going to obviously go through what Clid does here to come back, and, you know, it's sort of like a testament, this game. It's like how, like, obviously we'll see it, how you actually can still come back, especially on Champions Need, where you really need to have a good early game to be useful, but there's just these constant fights she's going to, so... Comes to mid now, Lucian's dying. Alicia's doing a pretty good job right now to gank like every lane. She has actually 100% kill participation right now, so Clid's definitely getting out jungled in this early game, partly due to just the champion strength. Alicia's really, really strong early game champion. Nid is not very strong at all. Alright, so he has been seen on this camp. Just kill that pink ward. Goes just to cover mid now. Still wants to clear his red buff. Alright, so going to help this Mordekaiser top, and unfortunately does die. Alright, so he's going to actually go on this. I actually think this is pretty risky. He's 2 levels down right now, but let's see what Clid does here. Alright, so he definitely doesn't get, he just uses his abilities. Alright, so he's got the red smite, and look at this damage from like CONQUEROR and red buff just auto-attacking. Like, he's literally just auto-attacking. So he gets stunned, heals up, gets the attack speed, hits the Q actually, waits for his shield ability to go down, and then executes him with the Q. So really well played by Clid there. Aurelia comes up here, but dodges the stun with his W. Right, so Elise is doing a lot of work bot side right now, so he's pretty safe to just do his camps top side. Alright, burns flash there actually to try and go on this Aurelia. But actually decides to back off there. So he knew that Elise was bot. Okay, so I think he didn't want to go on this because Pantheon was missing. So he decides, right, I just can't continue. He actually has just used all his ability as well, so he can't finish her off. And Pantheon was missing, but he does show up here, but she's obviously gone right now. So Clid again, still being a bit cautious, even though this has been a really messy game so far. Alright, so just clearing his Raptor camp now. Wow, so they're trying to look for 3-man dive top here. Clid's like, alright, I'm going to go help my team again. Alright, so this is really good. I mean, he's nullified that top gank, right? So this is really good for now bot. They're going to be able to do this for free because their support went top. So coming up top here, scaring them off. Alright, so still hanging around top, just hovering, make sure Mordekai's are safe. Now looking to go back to base. Let's see what he buys here. How much gold does he have? 1600 gold. Alright, so gets the item spike on his jungle item. There's no more camps top now, so he decides to path bot. A lot of fighting. So I mean, there's 20 kills in 10 minutes right now, so we're looking at 2 kills a game. I mean, 2 kills like every minute. So definitely a very, very messy high kill game right now. Alright, so decides to ditch his camps, wants to utilize these guys being bot. Overextended, Mordekaiser comes in for a gank here. And the rally is looking to TP as well. So everyone's coming out here, so this is like literally a full team fight now. Unfortunately, their Lucian isn't here, so they do need to be careful. So just pay attention to the way Clid's like fighting this. Like, he's just sitting there, throwing traps, using his range, not jumping in. Just waiting for his like time to strike. Like he's hitting a lot of spears here. Jinx like gets the pick there, uses her ult. Hits another spear on Pantheon. Just looking to kite around. Just again, like I just love like he's just playing patient here, just insane, just keeps hitting Qs. No reason to just go in. Like this is not Nidalee's strength. Nidalee can't just like jump in like on 4 people. Like she'll just get one shot. So he plays his fights, takes them really well. Alright, just misses that kill on potentially Pantheon there. Helps bot get a bunch of plates here. Definitely think he should base and just go topside right now. Don't really have time to get Dragon now. Alright, so gets his Sheen, gets 2 control wards. Love it. Always buy 2 controls out of base if you can. Misses the Q there, so he's not going to be able to do as much damage. Then hits that Q there and gets the kill there. So he's just always like, I mean, he's obviously come top and there's like a fight there, but this is like Nidalee like strength is actually in. Like if everyone's constantly fighting, she comes out of the shadows, gets that Q on you, then you know, it's really easy to clean up with like her execute damage. Alright, so she's actually throwing spears. She actually doesn't know where Elise is right now. She's pretty scared of Elise and Pantheon, and actually do show up here. So look at that. She sees them straight away. Like, she's cautious. She's like, knows mid's missing right now. She knows she's been seen on this ward. Throwing spears just to check. Throws a trap there, and instant jump there. So it's going to waste so much of their time. He's just letting Mordekaiser just go on this. Like, Pantheon's obviously used like a bunch of his abilities. Now he's in a 1v1 scenario. Pantheon can't get over the wall and just one-shots that Elise. So really, really good mechanical play there from Clid. Pick up 2 kills there. Goes and heals up from the plant. Alright, just sitting back, waiting for Aurelia to commit on mid. Picks up the kill. Really like that, using his teammates as bait sort of there. Alright, so all his jungles up right now. Decides to go for blue buff. Alright, so Pantheon's trying to get behind here. Dive, they're looking to just turn on him. Another spear hit. So yeah, Clid's just so good at hitting spears on Nid. Another spear gets the kill on Pantheon. So look at this. He's now 9-3. So think about it. 13 minutes ago, he was literally like 0-1. Actually like 1-2 from that death top lane. And now he's literally hard carrying in that space amount of time. Like, just really utilizing Nidalee's skirmish power when, again, it's played effectively. Coming up here to pick up a few extra kills. Alright, so use this opportunity. Obviously, 3 of the enemy team dead. Goes here, takes enemy jungle, takes a red. This is really going to put at least far behind. Buys a flat out Lichbane stopwatch. Like, Lichbane is so good. When you're ahead on Nid, Lichbane is like one of the best items you can buy. Gets a stopwatch, gets his pink ward. Doesn't have enough for 2, unfortunately. And is heading top now for, again, another counter gank. The enemy team just keeps wanting to fight. And Clid's just always there. He's always like, alright, if you guys want to keep fighting here, I'll come and I'll just keep cleaning up these fights again and again. So he's playing pretty patiently, just waiting to hit a spear. Unfortunately misses that one as well. You get the pick on Panth and Varus there, and I believe that the team actually just surrenders here. So they actually just surrender there. Like, it's just the game's gone completely out of control. Clid's now out of control. And I want this to sort of be like a testament of, you can have a bad early game, but Clid didn't care. You know, like, he obviously wasn't tilted at all. He just played effectively. He played the game. He's like, all right, I'll keep having a crack, be at the right place, right time. Like, this is why I wanted to show this game. Is why, like, I see junglers all the time. Like, they have a bad early game and they just like give up. Like, oh, like, I can't carry anymore. But look at his score. Look at his recovery right now. 10-3. Like, his kill participation rate right now is like 70%. Like, absolutely, like, really hard carries the skirmishes and always in the right place, right time. So I hope that this sort of gave you some insight more into, you know, playing from behind as a jungler and still carrying. You can check over my full notes, his build, runes, build path, skill order over on my blog at nathanmott.gg. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.